On the west coast of India, between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea, lies the beautiful city Mangalore. Down the centuries, the all-weather port of Mangalore has connected this little overgrown village to the outside world and made it cosmopolitan. But the rich cultural heritage of the place has not lost itself to the ravages of time and modernity. Over the ages, it has taken other cultures and traditions within its fold to form a unique heritage. It has the tradition of traditions.
Are you longing for relaxation? Do you want to lose yourself in the aesthetic world and nature? Then Mangalore is the destination for you. Just slow down and turn your steps towards Mangalore. Spread over the landscape of Mangalore are the places of worship, art, architecture, dance, music, and folklore. Mangalore has taken its name after the ancient temple Mangala Devi, believed to have been built in the 10th century. The temple has a painting of Parashurama, a mythological person. It is said Parashurama had found a stone at the nearby seashore, which he established at Mangala Devi. Hence, Mangalore is also called Parashurama Srishti, the creation of Parashurama. It is also called Tulunadu after the local lingua franca Tulu. Many beliefs surround the temple. One such belief is that if a woman desirous of a child walks round the fertility tree situated at the entrance, chanting a mantra, she would soon bear a child. The sculpture of goddess Mangala Devi is perhaps the earliest of Durga sculptures in this region. Presently, this monument is taken care of by the Archaeological Department of India.
Not far from this is Qadri Temple, dating back to 1006 AD. The idol of Lokeshwara, prominently placed in the temple, is of Buddhist origin and is a masterpiece in bronze. The temple is also well known for its 9 water tanks situated above the temple level. The speciality of these tanks is that they never dry up no matter how harsh the summer is. The water which flows into these ponds is fresh, and it is believed that those who bathe in these tanks are cured of all diseases. Being an ancient, historic and religious temple, it is a tourist hotspot of Mangalore.
Kudroli Gokarnatheshwara Temple is another must-see place of worship. Located at Kudroli, the temple was first built in 1912 following the advice of Shri Narayana Guru, a religious and social reformer of the earlier 20th century. The temple was built by Alwaz in response to the denial of entry into local temples by the upper caste. The temple, which was in the Kerala style, was renovated to the Chola style in 1991. Being one of the best maintained temples, this beautiful place of worship attracts pilgrims and tourists alike.
Christianity has a history of more than 500 years in this region. It has influenced the life and culture of the natives to a large extent. The world-famous paintings of St. Aloysius Chapel are a gift of Christianity to Mangalore. The frescoes and oil paintings in the chapel were done single-handedly by a young Italian Jesuit, Brother Antonio Moschini, with 2 years of labor of love. The chapel which still serves as a place of worship, draws visitors from all over the world throughout the year. Its silent and artistic atmosphere reminds one of the glorious tradition of Mangalore and the history of human civilization. Around the chapel are spread various schools and colleges named after Aloysius Gonzaga, a young Italian saint who died serving the plague-stricken in Rome at the age of 23. The institution, run by Jesuits, has been serving the people of all religions for over 120 years. Though it has grown in leaps and bounds, it has remained true to its tradition. Old roots and new shoots merge here to build a better society.
Still, in religious tour, let us now move on to Udupi, the temple town of Mangalore. Udupi, which is 60 kilometers away from Mangalore, has the famous Shri Krishna temple, sacred to the Hindus. It is also the headquarters of the 8 temples called Ashtamathas. It is believed that Kanakadasa, a devotee of Lord Krishna who belonged to lower caste, was denied entry into the temple. Hence, he went and prayed behind the temple. Pleased with his devotion, the idol of Lord Krishna gave its vision to Kanakadasa, bursting the wall and turning towards him. The place where the wall was broken is called Kanakana Kindi. The idol of Lord Krishna can still be seen through the hole in the wall.
Jainism, which had a glorious past in Mangalore, has left to posterity ancient monuments which bear witness to the Jain tradition in this region. Most important among them is the 42 feet high monolithic statue of Baahubali at Karkala. Baahubali, or the one with strong shoulders, was a local prince who fought his brother Bharata and won his kingdom. But the guilt made him give up all his earthly possessions and meditate for 12 long years. In his honor, the local ruler of the 15th century built a temple and erected a statue. This mammoth statue was sculpted in 1432. There are smaller statues of Jain Tirthankaras in the vicinity. Presently, the monument is taken care of by the Archaeological Department of India. The 212 steps cut on the rock in 1907 take the visitor to this monument. From the hillock, one gets a spectacular view of the countryside of Karkala.
Now the place where traces of Jainism could be seen is Mudabidri, a little away from Karkala. It has the famous Savira Kambada Basadi, or the 1,000-pillar temple built in 1430. The temple has under one roof elaborately carved 1,000 pillars, of which no two are alike. This holy shrine of Jains is a treasure trove of art and architecture. Seen in the light of oil lamps, the idol of Baahubali gives a mystical appearance. Karkala and Mudabidri have many such Jain monuments. They are not only religious but also signs of the rich Mangalorean tradition.
Other than the religious places in Mudabidri, there is another place which welcomes us, the Sons farm. At the first sight, this farm looks like any other farm in the coastal belt. But as you enter it, it throws open a whole new world of vegetation. The farm was started by the Swiss-German Basel Missionary Society to utilize dry wasteland in 1926. It is now run by the Sons family. The farm has a wide range of crops, namely pineapple, rice, coconut, arecanut, banana, chili, ginger, tapioca, mango, and so on. The farm is more than just a collection of plants. You can purchase any fruit grown here. The farm also has a fully furnished, ready-to-occupy guest house for rent, which is situated right in the pineapple farm. As it is near the tropical rainforest, it has been attracting many researchers and tourists. Peacocks and other birds loiter here freely with a sense of security.
There is yet another farm on the other side of Mudabidre. It's the Alwaz Ayurvedic farm. It has a special collection of wide range of medicinal plants classified under many heads such as star sign, sun sign, gods and goddesses from the Hindu mythology. A guided tour in the farm will amount to 5 kilometers. The farm is a unique experiment in the region. Ayurveda is a traditional system of medicine based on the idea of balance in bodily systems and involves diet and herbal treatment. There is a fully equipped Ayurvedic hospital, Shri Manjunatheshwara Ayurveda College and Hospital in Udupi, 60 kilometers from Mangalore. Here, patients are treated by trained Ayurvedic doctors in a soothing and serene atmosphere. Treatment theatres in other forms of natural medicine like panchakarma, oil massage and steam therapy also form part of the hospital. The hospital, run on the true Indian tradition, is one of a kind in and around Mangalore.
Because of the seaports, Mangalore was always open to innovative means of production. It has seen the rise of many industries. Foremost among them are the famous tile factories, which exported tiles to different parts of the globe. Today, this traditional industry is surviving with only a few factories manufacturing tiles. One such is the Albuquerque Tile Factory, started in 1868. The famous Sun brand tiles are still produced in the same factory. The tile making process is quite spectacular. First, a paste is made mixing two types of clay with water. This paste is then converted into clay bars, which are cut according to the desired size and sent through the conveyor belt. People at the molds pick up the clay bars and put it into the molds. The raw tiles received from the mold are cut to proper shape and put in special moving shelves. These shelves move to different parts of the factory, constantly transporting things from one place to the other. The moving shelves also take the raw tiles to heat chambers. After heating, the tiles are tested for quality and sent to market.
Cashew nut processing is the other prominent traditional industry of Mangalore. Cashew, which came to India from Brazil, has now become part of the local flora. One of the leading cashew kernel processing industries based in Baikampadi, the industrial estate of Mangalore, is Achal Industries. The processing unit, though a factory, is worth visiting. The unit displays the entire mode of cashew processing, drying the just arrived cashew nuts, storing them for the off-season processing, roasting, shelling, cooling, peeling, grading and finally packing. Nutritious cashew kernels processed in this way are used in the preparation of many food items, especially in sweets. Cashew kernels processed here are exported to North America, Middle East and Japan.
Fishing is an important occupation of the people of Mangalore. The old port of Mangalore houses fishing boats. Fresh catch from the sea is sorted and sold here wholesale. The many boats waiting for their master's orders in the port, as dozens of eagles hover around waiting for their share of fish create a picturesque and poetic scenery. The boats which sail in these coasts are mostly built locally. This has created a skilled workforce of boat builders toiling hard days and nights building boats. Boat building is a rare sight in itself. To reach the boat building yards, one has to travel in small boats. The main raw material in boat building, wood, is brought from different parts of Karnataka and a few other states. It is then carefully selected and processed to bring it to the required standards. After this, the planks are skillfully arranged, painted and named. With this, a boat is ready to majestically sail in the Arabian Sea.
Another important dimension of the life of the people of Mangalore is their culture. Traditional Mangalorean houses are a rare sight these days, but there still exist a few which are more than a century old. The artistic carvings on every inch in such houses are the jobs of highly skilled artists of Mangalore. These traditional skills are now soon vanishing, but whatever has remained appeals to the senses. The pillars of these houses, made of wood, are elaborately carved and polished. These square-shaped houses have between them a small open ground. These houses are so large that domestic animals are also taken care of in and around these houses.
The traditional art forms of Mangalore also include Yakshagana, Baila, Khed, Bhutha Kola, Cockfight and Kambala. Bhutha Kola is a native Hindu religious ceremony in which Bhutha or the spirit is worshipped. On a certain day, people from many villages gather together and special performers belonging to particular subcastes perform the worshipping ceremony. The costume to be worn by the main performer is preserved in a temple of the particular spirit to be used every year. The performer, after putting on the costume, paints his face to suit the spirit which would enter him during the ceremony. After this, he wears handcrafted apparel prepared with coconut leaves. Once the performer is dressed, he calls upon the spirit to enter him. As the spirit enters him, he is no more considered an ordinary man. People treat him as a spirit, as the performer dances to various beats of traditional instruments. The religious ceremony takes place overnight.
Apart from Bhutha Kola, the most famous performing art of this region is Yakshagana, which has been the main source of socialization and entertainment to the people of Mangalore for centuries. Yakshagana literally means Song of Yakshas. Yakshagana characters are presented as larger-than-life figures with extraordinary costumes, headgears, and painted faces. The performances normally are based on stories from the great epics Ramayana and Mahabharata. The Konkani-speaking Catholic Christians have a unique dance form of their own, Baila, performed in festivals and community get-togethers. The Baila originated in the nearby place Goa, a Portuguese colony. The dance form moved to Mangalore with the Christian migrants. Kirk is another interesting dance form alive in the Qadri community of the Konkani-speaking Hindus. This is a locally emerged dance form. One of the traditional sports of Mangalore is Kambala or the buffalo race. These races are organized only in particular seasons. The rich display of buffalo profiles is a sight to see. People gather in thousands to witness this annual sport where buffaloes are brought to Mangalore from different parts of Karnataka for the race.
The recreation spots of Mangalore include Pilikula Nature Park and Manasa Amusement and Water Park. Pilikula, once considered to be the playground of tigers, today is a well-planned and integrated nature theme park. In the serene ambience of this park, one can derive pleasure spending time in the small wildlife zoo. It houses many reptiles including green snake, sand boa, cobras, python, and above all, the majestic king cobra. The park arranges special demonstrations of snakes to interested visitors. Manasa is an exotic aquamarine life situated adjacent to Pilikula Nature Park, a destination for a whole new experience in fun and leisure. The slides, pools, surprise zones, and lazy river give scope for unlimited pleasure. With all these places of interest and tourist hotspots around, Mangalore has also made a name in hospitality. A series of hotels in Mangalore have developed their own tradition of hospitality.
May I help you, sir?
Hotels Taj Manjarun, Moti Mahal, Punja International, and many more have become a name.
Specially designed suites in these hotels win the admiration of all. Most of the hotels are constructed overlooking the seashore to provide a panoramic view of both the Arabian Sea and the city of Mangalore. They provide most modern of all facilities: air-conditioned rooms, television, clean swimming pools, conference halls, to name a few. Taj Manjaran, a unit of Taj Group of Hotels, offers facilities like the saloon, beauty parlor, fitness center, steam bath facility, bookstore, crafts center, and the like. The hotels are as comfortable and beautiful as Mangalore itself. If one wishes to stay near the seashore, then Mangalore has its only beach resort, the Summer Sands. This resort is designed keeping in tune with the Mangalorean tradition to give services of international standard. One can enjoy the evenings in the seashore as the sun sets in the west coast. The sunset in Mangalore becomes highly poetic as one can see the shimmering clouds forming different formations with different colors.
As the night falls, hotels in Mangalore give their customers a celestial experience in their restaurants. The multi-cuisine hotels and restaurants with their exotic and traditional seafood and other delicacies varying from kori roti, fish fry, the authentic Mangalorean to the Chinese, North Indian, South Indian, Mexican and the continental, served with a homely touch in a cozy ambience to make you feel at home. An ultimate destination for the connoisseurs of food. You can relish the food listening to the melody vibrating yourself in Mangalore at those times.
Once you make up your mind to come to Mangalore, just contact us at Lia Travels and Tours. We have a rich experience of taking care of the international tourists professionally for many years now. With our wide network, we at Lia Travels and Tours cater to all your needs. We provide variety of services including domestic and international ticketing, passport, visa assistance, tours, holiday packages, hotel bookings, and wide range of vehicles for your comfortable stay and travel. Our well-trained and friendly staff will be at your service in all your needs.
Come to Mangalore for an unseen, exotic, relaxing experience. Mangalore will give a taste of life that is different with its tradition of traditions.